1-to-1 as you drive.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So, Mombas,
And
how
I
do you want to
recommend
bring it
this
up?
up. I don't want you to bring it up because Miles is not gonna bring this up for sure. Yeah.
Right. No, I need to put the sunglasses on for this, otherwise I can't get into character.
The tank top fits. Well, tank top. But...
No, I'm warm now, so I lost the vest, and it's also because her vest is actually with Daniel, so that works.
Thank you.
So it's driving. She'll be like, Miles,
I'm living.
how do you know my sire?
Ah. Um. Strictly a past business, really. I can go into detail, but tit for tat.
Fair enough. Ask me, and I will answer if I think it is safe for you to know.
And I will answer back truthfully with how I know the information. I know that you and your sire were in a family. I'm not sure which one.
Well, she kind of she nods to her scarred arms. And she's like, the kind of family that will take a bullet for each other if needed, and will use those same bullets to kill the enemy.
Not Maltese locally, I imagine, correct?
No.
Guessing up north. Maybe Italy or somewhere there.
Across the pond, you could say.
Sicily? This was back in my younger, my childhood days. Back when I was with the camera. And yes, I was with them, and I have no issues bringing it up. That was a past that I do not have much to miss. My part job was to look into any new arrivals. Just investigate. Which is what I was turned into. I was asked when you came around, when you arrived on the island, to do some investigation. Look into what brings you here.
Right.
Around that point, I stumbled upon the dentist. And that the dentist was hunting down your sire. Now, as a kindred lawman, as was back then, I brought him to your sire. I told him the dangers that would come. Well, as you say, your family takes a bullet. He thought he could take another bullet. Pushed me aside.
And of sighs and says, well, if he could not beat a vampire hunter, it was his time to go. We don't allow weakness.
Fair enough.
And she says that like the statement's very harsh, but she says it like in the way I try to say it, like a bit melancholic.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that's the rule, but doesn't mean it's less sad.
Yeah.
So you spoke to him recently. How many years ago was this?
Must have been 15 plus years ago, give or take.
She kind of nods, and because
I was
they
only
yeah.
I was only turned. He says, "Look, I I mean, of all of our sires, I know we're assholes. And mine, while I respected him a bit until recently, due to me turning coat, I guess. Well, any losses there, I'm sorry. And all I was doing was just my job. Lawman's gotta do lawman.
It is understandable. Do you think you can trust me?
There have been many moments in this night where I think you could have had every reason to put me in front of the Baron, accuse me that I've been doing my job poorly. You didn't. So I can trust you. Because I know that even though you have a job, you know there's more into a person than just a job.
Good.
Can you trust me?
If I didn't trust you, do you think I'd be having this conversation with you?
Probably not.
I always say actions speak louder than words. If I tell you that you can trust me, it means nothing if my actions show otherwise. Which is why I do not understand why Frank distrusts me so.
Could be his. Could be a couple of reasons why, but I don't know those answers. And to be fair, even with all my investigation baggage, I could look into a person and see why. I don't understand what's got his head wrapped around that you can't trust you. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, let's be honest. Could be just kindred nature. But, to be fair, there's so much. At some point, you gotta let people trust each other.
I'm going to ask you a difficult question. Perhaps it's not a question, but more of a statement. As I just told you, I don't allow weakness. Complacent weakness. Everybody starts weak, but to a certain extent it is a choice. I also cannot stand problems. And I am afraid Frank is going to become a problem. I hope he will not. But as you are an trusted ally,
He chuckles.
I feel like I should let you know that if I think he threatens what we are trying to do here, well,
You will not hesitate.
no. I was made to solve problems after all.
Same here to a certain extent. We just have different tools and different objectives.
Perhaps I wish it does not come to that, but if we find out more about him, his past, perhaps we can understand him better. I am going to try and find some things out. Maybe you can do the same, but I will obviously not expect you to do so if you do not wish to.
Eat things for a bit. my business is investigating people. And to be fair, in the recent days, I want to make sure that we are all safe.
Indeed.
As you know, as I've told to Matthew, I want to make sure we're in peaceful areas rather than starting a bloody war. They could have the river Vitae spreading throughout the island.
Every family argues. Every family disagrees. But at the end of the day, blood is still blood.
Ain't that true?
Nor music playing in the background, like the rain clattering on the car.
And now and now we can see Miles mumbles like yeah, you know what, we're kind of we are both created as tools. We just have different methods how we take care of them and have different objectives.